The Korean wave has been kind to the stars of Korean dramas like Boys Over Flowers. After her dramas found success abroad, Han Chae-young became one of the most famous Korean actresses in China. She invited me to attend her fan meeting in Seoul. Are you acting in Chinese?
A lot of Chinese dramas, they dub it anyway, so I do like half-half.
Can we hear some Chinese? Like how do you greet your fans in China?
你好，我是韩彩英，我很高兴见到你们。
Supporting my first attempt at directing, she told me to talk in front of her fans. So, of course, I plugged my documentary.
디스커버리 채널에 한류에 대한 다큐 지금 연출하고 있는데요.
A lot of the people I've been talking to, they've been talking about their fan base. How important is that to you?
It's very important because the more you have, the more chance you have. Do you know about Weibo? It's China's Twitter.
Yeah.
I think I'm very lucky. I almost have 2 million followers. Yeah, it's a lot. I'll post a picture of you and I.
Sure.
And they know like what I'm doing. I prepare Korean fried rice for you. I post a picture like that.
For Han Chae-young, her star power in China also brings responsibility. Do you feel like you're representing Korea?
Sure. Yeah.
Does that change how you act?
I'm still a Korean actress. I'm not Chinese, so I try to be more careful. Sometimes it's kind of hard that I have to represent Korea and be working in China at the same time.
야 이거 나도 하겠더라 이거.
몰라요? 사과하세요.
알았어.
시도. 한번. 됐지? As you can see, behind all the glitz and glamour, there's actually a lot of work that goes behind making drama. The sincere professionalism in drama intensifies on a Korean movie set. Even though films are not as commercially successful as the dramas and music, that doesn't mean that the films are not getting artistic acclaim. Kamgi is the highest budgeted Korean film of 2012. The film's director, Kim Sung-soo, is from a transformational generation of filmmakers who came of age in the 1990s.
초까지는 한국 영화가 굉장히 이제 억압당해 있었어요. 사회적으로도 그렇고 발전도 안 돼 있었고 또 정부에서도 한국의 이제 군사 정권 때부터 그 한국 영화를 검열도 심하게 하고 간섭도 심하게 하고 그때 이제 젊은 영화인들 사이에서는 한국의 젊은 관객들이 한국 영화를 안 보니까 그 한국의 젊은 관객들이 한국 영화를 보게 해야 된다. 열심히 영화를 만들자. 무브먼트가 있었어요. 그래서 이제 90년대 들어서 한국 영화가 정말 잘 됐어요. 갑자기 잘 됐어요. 그때 이제 우리가 뭐 한국 영화 힘 뭐 이런 얘기를 한 거죠.
From dramas on the small screen to massive blockbusters on the silver screen, I feel an artistic intensity and special attention to detail. Where does this passion come from? The talented guy on the drums is Park Young-woo. A true actor's actor, Park Young-woo always teaches me something new about the Korean acting style.
한국 영화 리메이크도 많이 준비하고 있거든요. 그래서 한국적인 유니크함 때문에 좋아지는 거라고 생각하는데 그게 이제 내 개인적으로는 한과 정 그런 감정들이라는 거지. 정이라는 게 러브하고 다르잖아. 한도 영어로는 표현이 안 되잖아.
약간 상처? 아니
상처도 아니지 하는 표현의 한 일종이거든. 그러니까 새드하다, 새들리하다. 이건 이제 슬프다라는 거잖아. 근데 한은 그보다 조금 더 딥한 그런 것들에 대한 유니크함을 미국 분들이 뭐 이제 캐치를 해서 믹스를 시키려고 요새 많이 시도하는 것 같아요.
I feel that artistic acclaim abroad is also a big part of the Korean wave. Respect from the international stage. In my opinion, it's maybe more important than commercial success. X factor? Is there something that all these Korean talent have that is specific to being Korean?
It's kind of hard to explain it without being conceited about my people and to stay humble at the same time. I mean, this is a country that has been through a lot. Not to say that other countries haven't, but we've been to war for, I mean, it wasn't even that long ago. And there are a lot of things that happen that we're not getting recognition for or being apologized for. When I see my mom talk about it, or my grandma talk about it, or my aunts or my uncles, like I can hear the pain in their voice and I somehow relate to it and I understand it. So the kids that audition that I've seen, or just people in general in Korea, whether they know it or not, I think through their parents and through their grandparents, they've somehow tapped into that pain when they sing or when they act. I think it comes out and people see that. It's that pain, it's that emotion that people relate to. And that's what makes them want to buy our music or want to watch our video over again.
Not only about why it works, but the future of the Korean wave. I'm interested to find out, will it last and what needs to change for it to last?
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style is symbolic of the way the Korean wave has used new media to take the world by storm. Just months after its release, it racked up 600 million hits on YouTube alone. There's this innate kind of feeling where it could be a K-pop star, a movie star, an athlete, any public figure in Korea. It always comes back to you're Korean at the end of the day.
미국에서 좋은 그런 텔레비전 옛날에 예전만 해도 얼마 안 됐어요. Is this Japanese? 멋진 모습을 딱딱딱 해그면서 와우 하면서 뭐 Chinese 그런 막 동양 음식 나오면 Chinese. 한국은 그런 게 너무 부족했어요. represent할 만한 게 너무나 많은데 그거를 다른 태평양을 넘어서는 이제 그걸 사람들이 모르는 거죠.
맞아요.
지금은 그냥 너무나 감사하게도 텔레비전 뭐 is this 삼성? 근데 이번 K-팝의 이제 그런 열풍이 아메리칸들 유럽, 아프리카 돌았잖아요.
The name of the fandom of the reunion in my body.
하나의 우리나라에 세 개 생겼어요. K-팝이라는 게 너무나 좀 좋은 게 코리안 팝 아닙니다. 그리고 줄여서 K-팝이라고 하는데 이제 우리나라의 그런 또 하나의 레프레젠트가 생긴 거야. 그리고 전 세계적으로 또 하나의 문화가 생겼다는 게 너무나 좋아요.
When you hear names like Lady Gaga and Britney Spears, yes, they're American, but people don't see them as representatives of America. They just see them as iconic pop stars. So what has to happen for Korea to have its own global pop star?
애니지먼 회사들이 아티스트를 만들고 싶으면 가장 먼저 없어져야 되는 게 이제 규칙적인 거고 창조적인 걸 하거나 그런 거에 있어서 방해가 되는 부분이 있는 것 같아요.
Artists are cool, but people behind it who's making money off of these artists, they don't really care about what they're going to be after they're done, because they could just replace them next. That's why I'm, a little worried about it.
한류 그 다음에 그런 아이콘, 새로운 문화 아이콘은 저희 때부터 시작을 할 것 같아요. 시작을 했고요.
The immense talent of one Korean actor has already drawn serious attention from Hollywood. Lee Byung-hun is the most popular Korean film actor in the world. He sold 50,000 seats in Tokyo for a simple fan meeting in 2006. By 2012, Lee had become the first Asian actor to leave his handprints at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Why don't we sit down?
No, I don't want to sit down.
Okay. What is it that you think has to change in order for the Korean wave to continue?
Korean creators, sometimes they don't think about the quality. They just think about the quantity. Just make it quick and sell it because they like it, whatever it is. If they only follow the new things, then their creation cannot be deep. That could be dangerous to make something really important.
For Koreans, Hallyu has become more than just entertainment. It has had a profound effect on the perception of this country. There are people who say the wave will end someday, but I hope it doesn't.
I wish, you know, and further on that a lot of movies and dramas will go more further, not just in Asia, but in Europe and America.
미국과 한국의 어떤 차이점, 갭, 훨씬 더 그게 가까워질 것 같다.
더 새로운 걸 만들어서 이제 우리가 보여주지 않으면 이제 그 한류 콘텐츠가 이제 매력을 갖지 않겠죠.
They need to focus on the quality from now on. That's the way how they can survive and continue till the end, I think.
I just think of it this way, like Korea was at war 60 years ago, and now look at how far it's come. It's really amazing. It means so much to me, not just because my mother's Korean, but just because I came in to the Korean wave at the time when it was growing, and it's such an exciting time to see not just where the Korean wave will go, but where Korea will go in the next 10, 20 years. I'm just really proud to be a part of it.
5년 후 정도 정말 이제 미국까지 완전 진출을 하는 그런 그룹이 동양에서 나오지 않을까 싶어요.
5 years? That's a long time to wait. What are we gonna do until then?